Tyler, what's up, dude? What's up? What's up? Where is my damn yellow? So I'll use this one. South Jersey, what's up? Rich, how goes it? Tyler, hope they're good to you, man. Let me know when you start. I can't even get the top off of this. Let me know when you start slinging them around. Come on. Am I that weak that my glue has fused the lid shut? Darius, good to hear. Hope you like them. Hope they put some fish in the boat for you. Or you just get enjoyment out of them. Tyler, that would look nice. Let me know what you do with them. Oh, I am dotting eyeballs before I leave, so they'll be ready for tomorrow. Where's old Faithful? Right here. Old Faithful. AJ, how goes it? They're iron on, Tyler, so just put them on. This isn't big enough. This daughter is not big enough. I need a big one. Dennis the Menace, what's up? Travis? I don't know. I did hear that somebody won the Powerball, but I don't keep up with it. The rigged Powerball. That's what everybody was. That's what everybody was saying. That it's rigged. Probably. Probably. Raining in Vegas. That's good. Hopefully it continues. The past 6 winners have all been in California. The odds of that are insane. That is odd. That is odd. Sycamore, I'm always working late, whether I'm on here or not. Nah, that's what Amy and I were talking about as far as like all these weird like conspiracy theories and stuff. I was like, I don't really buy into them. I was like, but on the other hand, I don't discount them either. Like, you know, if it comes out that there's proof that whatever wild conspiracy theory or whatever you hear, if it comes out that that's like true, like none of that surprises me. So, gonna make a hunt in the morning, then headed to the river to toss in some swim baits. What kind of hunt? Deer? California needs the tax money. They rig it so they win. Makes good sense. Makes good sense. Not completely out of the realm of possibility. I've heard crazier things. That seems plausible. Can't really see that. Too bright. These are going to the Epic Eric private collection, to the Epic Eric private gallery. Uh, Pretty much South Jersey. I mean, some of that shit's pretty absurd, but like within a little bit of reason. That's like Fantasy Island. For example, the moon landing. Like if it came out that there was proof that the moon landing was all staged and done in like Hollywood theater, like that wouldn't surprise me. Like I wouldn't be all bent out of shape about it. Like oh my god, like. But on the other hand, sounds about right. All right. Uh, what you want a 3-pack of? Uh-oh. Headed home as we speak. According to my track, my mailbox should be scorched. You need to get out the damn water hose when you get home. Spray the damn mailbox, Morgan. Surprised the neighbors didn't call you. Morgan, your mailbox is on fire. Hello, my sweet. Stanley Kubrick film. Is that the rumor? Or is that you just being funny, Tyler? The moon landing. Nothing surprises me anymore. Oh, the sawdust. They gone. I actually had a huge uh, mistake that I made. Um, so when I put up the Sawdust Series 3-pack, um, put them on the website, and I did my math. I was like, oh, I got this many baits. I can do this many groupings. Well, my math was off. So I started counting, and I was like, math's wrong. So I got on the website real quick and I marked them all sold out because they had in fact sold out hours earlier than I thought. They hadn't sold out yet because my inventory was double what it was supposed to be. So, luckily, I only had to return one guy's money. But he had bought duplicates. He bought two. So I returned his money for one, and he bought it like later. So I returned his money for one and gave his to the other guy that ordered. Um, but yeah, I almost screwed up real big. Like that wouldn't have been good. But no one cares but me. But I wanted to let everyone know that the KU Jayhawks are bowl eligible for the first time since 2008. Well, way to go, Jayhawks. South Jersey, tough titties. Sorry. I don't like selling them individually. Unless I get a helper over here that wants to sit around and ship out 100 individual baits. That's a royal pain in the ass. But if I had a shipping department, that would be plausible. Almost lost your business due to math. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I was thought it not been cool. The bluegill bait is your favorite. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I don't want to catch them. But I like the groups. They're fun to do. And I like the variety you get. It's like doing a box, you know. That's I mean, it's the same concept, except I mean, do people bitch at these box companies and say, "Hey, I wish you could"? I guess you can get everything in a box separately, so it makes it even more. I guess I don't know. I think people will just have people. You can't please everybody. Um, Nebraska is the only Power Five school that hasn't made a bowl in the past 5 years. What's Nebraska's problem? Nebraska used to be a powerhouse. Let's see. I need some eyeballs. I need some eyeballs. Some stick-on eyes. Let's see what we got here. See if I've got enough to do what I need to. You got it, Sean. And he wasn't bitching. He was just... Matthew was not bitching. He was just simply stating that somebody would like, or he would like, people in general would like to have the option to buy a single. There's worse bitches to have. 31.5s. Well, maybe South Jersey, you will get your wish. Burns is sending more. So maybe Christmas will come early. The only thing I don't like about singles is I basically paint what I enjoy painting for the most part. And what tends to happen is the one that I think the least of will usually be the best seller. And the one I think the most of will usually sell the worst. And it'll usually be lopsided in sales where one will sell better than the others. And I don't like the mental aspect of that turning my brain upside down. So when you get a grouping, you get to let the fish tell you, or you might. I think that's where I was going with the box thing, is that it might otherwise make you throw something or have something to fish that you might not necessarily pick first. So and then you go catch some fish on something, and you're like, oh shit, I might not would have bought this, but I caught 47 bass today. Sean, that's not like you. Why are you sitting around snoozing on bait drops? I thought you were Johnny on the spot with that stuff. Rich, number fours. Number fours. I told you I tried to get hooks, and I went to get them from the little wholesaler place I buy hooks from, and they deactivated my account because I hadn't bought hooks in a year. It's like, well, I bought enough hooks to last me a year. Eric, you want red eyes? Are you there? Everyone in Nebraska wants to be back in the Big 8. I actually went fishing this weekend. Good for you, Sean. Did you catch them? South Jersey, not that I've heard of. I don't know what color eyes to do on these. Maybe just black. Just trying to see what these are like. Okay, I think this is going to be the one. What time is it? 5:23. Let's see how many of these I can knock out. Don't you dare dot those eyes. On a series 4? Don't worry, Marty. Just open my box. These things are badass. Also, thanks for the goods. You're welcome. Keep that between us. All right. Okie dokie. Some of you may recognize these. Sean, Dustin said he'd sell you the 3-pack for a Honda. We got wheeling and dealing going on. Caught a spot on a bridge piling the morning before we left. A spot, as in singular. Morgan, not a bad problem to have. How many have you built so far? Nebraska fans hate Texas? Are they horns? Their horns down too? I only thought that was Oregon. I mean, Oklahoma. I literally, when I lived in Austin, I could walk outside of our condo and look at Texas Stadium. Pretty sweet spot. Yeah, do tell, Morgan, what blanks are we using here? Morgan, so if I wanted to strip all of my Powells of their shitty guides and re-guide them, how long would that take? Or anybody else who does that? Dustin Taylor says the TBF National Championship is on Lake of the Ozarks, March 29th through the 31st. Anyone with advice, message me. Sounds like Wigglewort time. I'll tell you what I'd be doing. I'd be throwing a wiggle wart and a buzz bait. I don't care how cold it is. Wrapping doesn't take long. The extra epoxy drying is what takes the longest. Yeah, so I guess you would need a lot of rod turners. Where am I based out of now? Mobile, Alabama. The humidity capital of the U.S. So I would pretty much be stuck, Travis, doing one a day, is what you're telling me. So it would take me about a month to get all my rods re-wrapped. Uh, Burns, you are the wizard with the flex coat. I would like to have a turner, and I typically take my rods to people just because I don't have a rod turner, but I can do it myself. I don't have the space for a rod turner. I mean, I do, but I don't want to make space for it for as little as I would use it. Um, you could definitely rig up something to turn more than one rod at a time. Sean, are you talking about the Blitz Magnum that dives to supposedly 30 feet? If they were stripped, you could wrap a rod a night, put the finish on, and turn it overnight. Travis, you're correct. I do have the room. I would just have to clean up. I could probably get rid of my spinnerbait and jig tying station over here since I'm not doing much of that. And I learned my lesson that if you're going to sell spinnerbaits and jigs, get somebody else to do it. The Blitz Max series, they have a small one, EXDR that casts a mile. Yeah, there's one that supposedly they can't keep in stock in Japan, and it's the Magnum that supposedly dives to 30 feet. I think you can get it here, maybe, but they're really hard to get right now. But I will tell you a little something. I had somebody send me a bunch of Blitz, the small one, Blitz, the medium diver. What's up, Paul? They sent me the medium diving Blitz. I don't know all the letters get me confused. The EXMR, whatever it is, but they make a blank for it. There's a knockoff of it, and I had somebody send me like 2 dozen of those to paint. It might have been 30. It was a bunch, and the only thing that was interesting about that to me was that the person works for a company that would have access to buying those baits at cost. But they chose not to do that. They chose to buy the knockoff, which I thought was interesting. And I asked him about it. It's like, why didn't you just buy the real ones at your cost? Because these are legit. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, I don't need to. It's interesting. So I heard the same thing, and then I ordered some. After he told me that, there's a couple suppliers that have them, but after he said they were legit, I ordered some, and I ordered them from a different place, and the ones I got were awful. I sent them back to the dude, and they're like, "Dude, these things are trash." The Blitz Max, they have small ones. EXDR that cast a mile and dive super deep. The OSP Magnum SR, I think that's might be what it is. Nate, it wasn't the hookup. Think bigger. Send me the link. You want the link to the shitty ones? I can tell you where the shitty ones were. They were at that Blackwater place. I'm not saying all their blanks suck, but that one sucks. You know what it's called? Spro come out with a copy of the Blitz? Probably. TK, you might want to check the Do It molds now. Sells an OSP style blanket. Looks just like a Blitz Max, and heard they're pretty decent. South Georgia is probably. I think this guy was actually getting his from like Barlow's or somewhere like that. But I bet the one Do It has is pretty decent. Do It really isn't on my. Yeah, I think they were from Barlow's, AJ. Honestly, they were from somewhere big. They were from like either Barlow's or Lure Parts. I don't remember who has them, or Jan's, but they were from somewhere like that. I'll have to. I need to message him and figure out. Or I think he told me in an email. I have to go back and look. They need to send me some, and I'll give them a fair review. Do it. Send me your Blitz blanks if you're brave enough, and let's see how they hold up. Or get flamed. Sean, if you're throwing in a lake full of logs and other junk, you're throwing the wrong bait. There are baits for that. What do you think? You think, AJ? You think they'll be up for the challenge? Or do you, or would they rather send it to somebody that just throws paint on it, and doesn't actually critique it? I mean, if they're good, I'll tell you they're good. Like I'm not here just to flame, but if they're good, they're good. I mean, I wish they're good. I want them to be good. I want all the stuff like that to be good, not for the sake of the originator, but for people that buy that stuff and fish it. Like, there's nothing worse than having the because there's a bad stigma around the, which has gotten better, but in the early days, there was a real bad stigma around guys painting blanks, that all blanks were Chinese junk, and it was so dumb because all the a lot of the baits came out of the same plants that the baits they like throwing come out of. So, but in their defense, there is a lot of junk out there. But on the flip side, there's a lot of good stuff. Tackle Critic with a K. Now we're talking, AJ. Now we're talking. The problem is I'm going to need like 15 different avenues for all these new upstarts. Right now, buying JDM tackle overseas is your best bet. You will save $50+ on orders over $130, and you will get like 4 baits more than you would over here. And big baits are even better to buy because you save a lot. Sean, are you of Chinese descent? Where was your family from in China? We visited. We spent some time in China. It's pretty fun. I really enjoyed it. Insanely clean. Impeccably clean. I think that was what I was most shocked at. They made huge strides to clean up the streets before the 2012 Olympics. I was in Beijing, dude. Like, I would let my kids walk around Beijing. Like, there wasn't anybody like scummy on the streets. There was no trash. There was like grandpas and grandpas like cleaning flower beds downtown. Like, it was awesome. Subway was confusing. Yeah, we got on the subway and it was very interesting. But like, I would feel more nervous in like a New York subway than like the subway in China was like super nice. Six and a half. What's that of these? 6. Will that fit? Beijing had some pretty good smog. Not terrible, but it existed there. Black doesn't look good on those. I've been ordering my last 3 Shimano straight from Japan. Paid like $340 for Shimano cents. That would have been like $580 here, and it got faster than if I ordered it domestically. Well, Sean, you ever go back and visit? I would definitely love to go back. Unfortunately, I probably will not travel back to China before I go to Japan. I want to go tackle shopping. Or the Brazil Olympics where the swimmers. Oh, speaking of China, if y'all want hours of entertainment, maybe not hours, hour and a half, Thomas, you might get a kick out of this. So I I was sitting in my chair at my house 2 nights ago, and I got a notification on my phone that said one of the sellers you follow on Alibaba is going live. Well, let's check this out. So I pulled up the Alibaba app, and there was this girl standing there selling coolers, and she was showing her showroom of coolers. And I guess they get notifications when somebody gets on the app and comes to their little live thing. So as soon as I logged on, she looked down and she said, "Hello, TK." I was like, "Oh, hi." And so I typed her a little message and said, "Hi." And she said, "Hello, friend." And she starts talking about her coolers and all this shit. And so I listened to this chick probably for 45 minutes. And she had me sold. Like, her showroom was really nice. I tried to ask some questions, but she didn't understand all of them. But I told Amy, I was like, I really appreciate that what they're doing here. I was like, they're really like selling, and they're selling in a second language. So I was pretty impressed with that. And then you could swipe up and you could go to the next just random live Alibaba sales thing. So you net like when you it was all random past the initial one I went to. So the next one was like these two dudes selling scarves. They worked for a scarf manufacturer. And I swiped up, and as soon as the video, like the screen like pulled up, they were like, "Oh, hello, TK, hey, hey, hey," and they were like super friendly and like talking to me. I was like, "Hey guys," and like I don't want any scarves, and that's the thing that sucks is like they were very friendly and like talkative when you got on to the live streams, but I wasn't interested in what they were selling, but they were, they were trying to. I guess they thought I was. I guess you have to treat everybody like that. So I started swiping through there. There's people selling scooters. There's people selling diesel generators. There's people selling like anything you could ever imagine, dude. There's people not even selling anything. They're just like walking around the plant, and there's like guys screwing crates together to ship stuff. It was incredible, dude. It was incredible. But so if you have Alibaba on your app, if you have the Alibaba app on your phone, later tonight, I think they started going live at like 9, which was like, noonish around there. But I think there's a 14-hour difference. But it's really cool. I didn't see any fishing lures. I kept looking for fishing lures, but I didn't see any of those. So I don't know what I'd have put in these. Black didn't look good. I need something that stands out, and I don't have anything big enough. I need something that contrasts. I don't know what these will look like. I wonder what this will look like. I don't think so. I don't know. They actually don't look half-ass bad. John Warden, what's up, dude? These will not. These will be going up at the discretion of Epic Eric. These are not mine. These are not mine. These are property of the Epic Eric Bass Laboratory. The Epic Eric Bass Laboratory. So I don't. The thing about JDM stuff, like I'm not really. I wouldn't be too excited as so much about the baits because I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of like what I would want from over there in the bait world, and I don't think like most of it would be like handmade stuff. Um, but I don't think I'd geek out on the baits as much in the stores in Japan. I would geek out on the terminal tackle. I would be more excited to see hooks and weights and gadgets that they use for like terminal stuff um, than the hard baits or the soft baits. All right, I'll just let those sit overnight. All right, dudes, time to go home. Vicious made a cut. How is Vicious even still around? Is that what you're telling me right now, Sean? That Vicious still exists? They have hooks with no eyelets. They're just flat, and you have to snell it. That's cool. I didn't know Vicious was still around. Japanese terminal tackle is great. Maybe one of these days we'll live stream from Japan tackle show, tackle store. I got some number 100 Tanago hooks. Ain't found how to throw them yet. Number 100. Oh, those minnow hooks. Um, I actually follow a guy on. I actually follow a guy on Instagram in Japan, and he fishes for minnows. Um, yeah, that's same deal, Thomas. Um, and they sit there with their little like drinking straw. I mean, it's basically they're fishing with like a piece of straw out of a field for a rod, and they sit there on the side of these little canals, and like you said, the hooks are like the size of half a grain of rice, and they catch these little minnows. And I think the key is they do the opposite. Like we're trying to catch the biggest bass we can. I think they're trying to catch the smallest little minnow they can. And and the dude was live. Uh, the dude was doing a live when he was fishing for these minnows, and I was the only one in there. And I was like trying to talk to him, but he wouldn't talk back. He kept I don't maybe he didn't speak English, um, but he kept looking at his phone, and then he'd like cut back over. And I was trying to use like some emojis to where I could like get like something out of this guy. Um, and he would like I was trying to like send him wavy emojis, and like maybe he thought I was like just being a like dicking with him. I don't know, but I was pretty interested in it. I never saw him catch a microfish, but there's a whole documentary on the Japanese. Yeah, I think that's what got me into it. South Jersey. I think I saw that, and it sent me down the wormhole. Uh, oh, go look up hover strolling Japanese technique. Thomas, you dialed in. Um, Hover strolling. The floats they use are so sensitive. Yeah, what are the bobbers? Do they use rice as bobbers? Neon rice. Do they use a corn niblet for a bobber? All right, guys, I'm going home. It's 10 till 6. We'll see y'all. Adios.